new video just released showing migrants being held in a federal government building is drawing intense scrutiny and quite a bit of criticism. The video captures several undocumented immigrants in a small room, some lying on the ground with blankets and in close proximity to toilets. This footage was made public by the New York Immigration Coalition. In response, the Department of Homeland Security released a statement, in part reading, quote, "This is not a detention center. It is a processing center where illegal aliens are briefly processed to be transferred to an ICE detention facility." It goes on. Any claim that there is overcrowding or subprime conditions at ICE facilities are categorically false. I asked New York Democratic Congressman and Congressional Hispanic Caucus Chair Adriano Espaillat about this earlier today. Congressman, this video has emerged, 10th floor, 26 Federal Plaza. You've seen it, I'm sure. I want your gut reaction to it, and then we'll talk about potential legal steps.
Well, it's called the notorious 10th floor. This is a floor in an administrative building, not a detention center, that obviously has been turned into a detention center. It looks like they're holding over 30 men there with one common toilet, very bad conditions, no shower, and they're held there for extended periods of days. So this is concerning because this is not a detention center, and I believe they're violating codes and rules. And so we want access to the 10th floor, the notorious 10th floor. And we have been denied access, although the Constitution clearly gives us the right to have oversight over any ICE or DHS facility.
Will you sue the administration over this?
We're taking a look at potential legal action, but in addition to that, we'll continue to go back. This time we were actually able to get, last time we were actually able to get to the 10th floor. We weren't able to enter the notorious 10th floor area where people are being detained. But we'll continue to go back until we have a clear view of what's happening there. And the video clearly shows the kinds of human violations that are going on there.
The administration has been asked about this particular place before and has said emphatically, no one is being detained there. It is a transition facility, and it is carrying out ICE enforcement procedures in accordance with the law. How do you evaluate those previous statements?
Well, I hate to think that the law allows for people to sleep on the floor, to have 30 men in one area with one toilet, no showers, and are there some of them allegedly for over a week. So anytime anybody's held for over 24 hours, that automatically makes it a detention center. And as such, we should have not only access to it, but they should be running it in accordance to the law.
Congressman, how do you evaluate the administration's contention that in New York City and other jurisdictions in this country, it is only, that is to say ICE, only holding and deporting those who represent national security or public safety threats?
Totally false. I've been to detention centers in other places in the tri-state area, and what I ran into over there are moms and dads, people that were going to work. For the most part, over 70% of the people that are there have not committed any kind of infraction or crime. They're people that are working and are actually contributing to our economies. So by holding them there and deporting them, we're dividing and fracturing families. We're making them weaker, and as such, we're making our nation weaker.
President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, recently said that ICE agents, and these are his words, are going to, quote, flood the zone in New York City after an undocumented immigrant shot an off-duty federal customs officer over the weekend. How do you react to that?
Look, if anybody commits a crime like this person did, we feel very strongly that they should be held to the law, to the letter of the law, and if found guilty, they should be sent back to where they came from. We're not disputing that, but the vast majority of the people that are being stopped, cuffed, and thrown into detention centers are not violent criminals. They are working people. They are people that are supporting their families. They are people that are doing jobs that other Americans don't want to do. They're emergency workers. They're people that are taking care of our elderly, of our children. They're mowing our lawns. They're putting food on our table. They're essential to our well-being in the nation. So this is a wrong approach, as most Americans feel now. And if you see in the Gallup poll and a recent poll that came out this weekend, you will see that America has shifted its position regarding immigration. Close to 80% of Americans now feel that immigration is a good thing.
Mayor Eric Adams, who you endorsed in 2021, said he welcomes more ICE officers in New York City for these enforcements. Are you now estranged from Mayor Adams on this point?
I believe, and I disagree with Mayor Adams on this issue. He knows that. I think a mayor of any city should be beholden to the people that he serves, not to the President of the United States. And in this case, New York City being a city of immigrants and has many neighborhoods that are ethnic enclaves for people coming from all over the world. Just my district, you have people from Senegal, from Mexico, from Vietnam, from the Dominican Republic. You have Puerto Ricans, you have Africans, West Africans, you have Albanians. You have people from all over the world. And that's what makes New York City the city that it is. And to unleash ICE on them, to indiscriminately stop innocent people that are just going to work to make ends meet for their family, I think it's a travesty of justice.
Congressman, last question before I let you go. Louisville, Kentucky today announced the end of sanctuary city status. Agree or disagree?
I think a sanctuary city is a city that allows our mom to take someone's mom to take that children to school without the fear that the principal is going to call ICE on her, or a senior citizen to go to the emergency room without fear that the nurse is going to call the authorities on her, or even a woman that's a victim of domestic violence to go to the local precinct without the fear that the police are going to cuff her as the victim and send her back to where she was born. That's what a sanctuary city is. It provides some level of help to the neediest. It's not a city that harbors or provides custody and protection to hardened criminals. That's totally false and a fabrication. A sanctuary city is a city that helps the neediest among us. And I think it was a mistake for Louisville, Kentucky to do that.
Congressman Adriano Espaillat, I appreciate the time, sir. Thanks very much.
By the way, I think that Muhammad Ali must be turning on his grave because of that.
Congressman, I appreciate your time very much. Thanks so much.
Thank you.